Hey guys, this is a story about my life, okay? My whole entire life, okay? This is it's nothing personal. I just gotta let it out, okay? Because my life right now is just a bunch of shit, man. Ever since I started recording, I I've been dealing with school lately, and as you can see right now, my room is my poster's down. I don't know what's wrong with it. I picked it up earlier, but it's acting like a douche right now. If you can see it, yeah, that's my poster right there. But okay, what I'm coming clean about is my life literally sucks. Like it literally sucks. Okay. Now, in perspective, what I mean is, ever since I started. Okay, hang on. Let me walk real quick. Ever since I was being myself when I was a kid, it was great. Everything about myself was just great. Like, it was amazing. I couldn't think of anything else to be happy about. Like, it just doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like hell to me when I was myself back then. Like, I had a bunch of friends. I had my first crush there. I had my first, well, I didn't have my first kiss back then, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have my first kiss then. Well, turns out when I got older, it sucked. It really did, because when I was about like 8, 5 or 6 or something like that, my dad, well, he was a good father figure to me back then. But ever since that happened, I felt more safer with my mom, because my mom was more independent with me. She was more like she was more responsible for me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And since then, my dad, which has another child now, which is kind of fucked up. Um, he's living a better life with his other kid. It's it's depressing. It's it gives me anxiety. It just makes me feel like I can't, like I'm not the better son. Like I was the firstborn. My brother was the second one. My sister, my other sister, technically, is the third born, and now he has a fourth kid, and he's naming it after him. What kind of father names his son after him when clearly I was the firstborn? Like dad, like my dad has no in like any responsibility against like towards me. Like, are you serious? Okay, and enough about him. But ever since then, my mom took me to her house and told me that I can't. Like, she wanted me to spend some time away from him, which was kind of true at first, so I can't really complain. And then afterwards, I had a better life with her. She was like a mom. She was like a great mom to me. Like, ever since I was a kid, I just grew up more. And ever since when I was in when I was in fourth or third grade, I met this girl. Her name, oh my god, her name. Her name was Maggie Stahlberger. She was the best girl I've ever met in my entire life, in my entire childhood years. But ever since then, this girl named Anaya wanted me to kiss her best friend, which entirely, which was supposed, it wasn't really like a dare, it was just like a dare for people to not see. But that dare, that one dare, I didn't like, because I know when you get your first kiss, it counts for something. I know it does, but to me, it does not count. It doesn't count for shit. It does not count for anything. Anything. Anything at all. Because that one kiss that I want right now, is a person that I actually love and care for. Not some dare that just to make it like, oh my god, it's a dare. You have to first kiss somebody. Like this is not what it looks. This is not. This isn't what I'm talking about. This isn't this. It's not true love. It's not. No. It's no. It's not even close to that. But before that, but after that, actually, after that, I gave Maggie Stahlberger so many love notes. So many love notes. You don't know how much I loved her. I loved her from the bottom of my heart to my soul. You can't tell me that no one has ever fell in love that deep before. I've given her like I think each day was like five, three, threes, 4 notes a day. 4 notes a week or something, I think. But that girl, oh man, she was the best girlfriend I've ever had. But then we never had our first kiss at all because mainly the only main thing we do is just hug each other. Which I understand in young years you can't really have a first kiss from when you're young. I can understand that. But sad thing is when I went to 6th grade, I lost my whole self after that. Like I didn't want to go back to where I was. I wanted to start over to when I was in 5th grade back then. Today was not the day. It was not even close to my day. It was terrible. 6th grade was like 6th grade felt like a jail cell with no intention of any popularity or anything. That's what it felt like. It felt like a spear going through your soul telling you to give up. Like, you can't tell me that it's bad. You cannot tell me that. But momentarily, when I was in 6th grade, I met someone which I kind of shouldn't have fell in love with, which was kind of ironic. She was one of the popular girls, you know, like the classy girls, like, you know, like they go in the groups, like they talk about like, oh, they're so cute, oh my god, like those type of girls, you know. Her name was Jaya. I mean, she's like I mean, she was alright, but she would not date someone like me, honestly. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm not really as protective. I'm too careful, which I mean like I care a lot. I'm too um I'm too nice. I'm really fucking ugly if you can see myself. If you saw me walking by, what would you guys think in the comments? Would you say I'm ugly? Would you say I look cool? I look swag? Everything like that? But then I gave up that. And I had the worst enemy. Like the worst enemy I've ever had. Her name is Chartasia Sanders. Chartasia was just she was like she hated me ever since I started this school. Actually, no, she hated me since I was in 5th grade. She hated me. I don't know why. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, I was just being myself, but everyone think that I was annoying and shit, which I can understand. Like, I can't control myself often, but she hated me like I was her, like, mortal enemy in Mortal Kombat. She hated me like I was in Mortal Kombat. You know, like Froze and Sub-Zero and Alien and Predator. I don't think they're enemies, but I think that's what I would think. But she hated me so much. I can't tell you how many times she said shut up to me. I mean, it's not a big deal when you say shut up, but seriously, sometimes I can't stand her. But years went by, and she seemed different on Discord, on Insta, because she hasn't said anything mean about me anymore. She doesn't like do stuff to me anymore. She's more nicer. She apparently smokes now, but that's just what I think. That's just what I think in my perspective. And then when I went to 8th grade, which I think ninth grade I went to, was it ninth grade I went to, or no, 8th grade I went to another middle school. I met another girl. Her name is Tylia Johnson. She, she was fine for the most part, but everyone kept shipping me with her, and I didn't like it one bit. I didn't like it at all. I'm sorry, my hair is just getting in my face right now. Hang on. But, like I said, when it comes to her, I wasn't really that much of a lover to her. I mean, I asked her out once, and we only dated for I mean, well, technically, she asked me out because she said that she wanted to date me to see how it goes. But I dated her when we were testing, which was so embarrassing. Imagine dating someone while you're testing. Like, do you not know how embarrassing that would be to be in? Like, you come all this trouble just to date someone, and it's a test day. Like, that's just embarrassing to me. Every time I get out of school, I always walk with my best friend Abraham, which AKA Ham. He was a great friend, but mostly I don't really talk to him often. Which I mean, I don't have any problems with it, but sometimes I miss hanging out with him sometimes. Anywho's, so I met her, Talia. What else did I meet? I met Daniela, which I was in some kind of like group with, and then I met Annalena, or Analia, Analia, or something like that. Analia, yeah, Analia, or something like that. She was dating, I forgot his name. Was it was it Mahal or something? Maybe Mahal, maybe. She dated him, and he was mad at me for talking to him. I don't know. He was mad weird. Not he didn't want me to talk to him at all. I didn't really know at first, but ever since that, I didn't really know what else to do at that point. I was just worried that I might lose her as a friend and everything. Look, I get worried when I lose people a lot, so it's not really a big deal in my opinion, bro. My hair is getting so long. Oh god. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, to mention about my locks. When I was I think I was 16, 15, 14, I wanted to get dreadlocks. And apparently I have them right now. They were short at first, but then now it's really really long. Like look at my hair right now. Like look at it. Look at my hair right now. It's it's like all the way to my nostrils. It's like almost to my mouth. That's how big my hair is. That's how big my locks are right now. But yeah, ever since I moved from that school, I was kind of glad that I did because I didn't want anything to do with my other friends or anyone else in particular. And then that was when I went to Westwood. I saw my two best friends that I haven't seen in a long time. Oh, hold on. You guys, alright, I'm gonna pause real quick. Give me a sec. Okay, I'm good now, but okay. As I was saying, I saw my two best friends that I've seen in middle school. My recent middle school. First name was KP, which was Caleb. And my second best friend was Violet. The weird thing is, I only met Violet in a science class, which I kinda predicted, but the most embarrassing thing I did was ask her to kiss me for like a bunch of for money. For money, like who like how dumb would you think I am if I said that? In perspective, you could say that I'm like really dumb, which I can understand, but it was when it was when I was a kid. All right, it was when I was in middle school. Okay, it was middle school. Okay, people can still remember stuff. I still remember that, and that was the weirdest day of my life. Okay, back to what I was saying. But yeah, I saw two of my best friends. I made them meet. And then we became a trio. Um, I think over the years we went to main event, or not main event, pinballs. We go to pinballs often, and we we always find places to eat. I think last time we went to I think we went to either McDonald's or some other food restaurant. We went to Pete Terry's. I think we went to Pete Terry's once. I didn't like Pete Terry's at first, but when I tried the fries, they tasted absolutely great. Like, those fries be bussin' though. Oh god. But ever since a few years passed, I was in 10th grade with the same gang I was in. And then I met some guy that she knew from, I guess a few years ago. His name was I think Matthew. Yeah, Matthew. I think they've known each other longer than I have, because I don't think I ever met him in my life. So, they always make a lot of jokes about me, like racist jokes, thinking that I was more superior and shit like that. The racist jokes kind of piss me off a lot because of the fact that I'm black, which is kind of annoying. And the fact that Violet always outsmarts me, which is also pretty annoying. Which I don't really complain about, because I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but it just annoys me a little. And then ever since in 10th grade, I nothing really happened in 10th grade, to be honest. But actually, I think we went to prom once with the gang, with the pals, or the homecoming. I went to homecoming without my friends. I was alone as hell. I think Riker had a date. My friend Riker had a date and shit like that. But ever since that happened, I felt so alone. I felt like I was completely out of my league. I was completely out of ways to feel. They reminded me of the first day I had when I was a kid. That's why I was so down all the time. I see so many relationships, it just reminds me of that one relationship that I had when I was a kid. That's why I always look at people and thinking that I guess they have, man, they have a better relationship than me. It was just a tragical thing. It was just a sad thing that I have to deal with that for the rest of my life until I find that special someone in a few more years, or in a couple more years actually, because 2 more years is like a couple more stories to tell. And otherwise, anyways, another thing that always annoys me is that people always say that I'm gay, which technically I'm not, because if you saw me walking right next to a girl, you would know that I'm straight. Because mainly, I've been told that my voice sounds like that I'm actually gay, but it doesn't mean anything. My voice doesn't mean anything about me being gay. It literally doesn't mean anything. And when I play like I only played like one girly game, which was DDLC Plus, which isn't gay. And ever since I moved on, I got a new favorite game, which was Friday Night Funkin'. That game is like 10 times better than Minecraft and Fortnite combined. Like, y'all can't tell me that. Some people say that Friday Night Funkin' is overrated. Some people say that Friday Night Funkin' is old. And some people say that Friday Night Funkin' is just is too lame. And too, maybe, retarded. Which is what I would think. But in my opinion, it really doesn't. The songs are amazing. Every song that I hear is just amazing. But mostly, the one song that I love is Genocide from Tabby. FNS Tabby Gemicide. That shit goes hard, man. I love that. Like, y'all can't tell me that it's not good. You have no idea how good it could be. You have no idea. It's so great. Like, dude, you never have any idea with it. And until then, my life kept going on, and here I am now. Stuck as a 11th grader, stuck with my original friends, not being myself anymore. Wearing these old glasses that I have. Yeah, these are old, if you guys can tell. These are really old. I wear dreadlocks now. And I have an Oculus now, and I haven't really been telling anyone why I never record anything at all because I've been busy, mostly. So if you guys enjoyed my whole story, then feel free to tell me any other video you want me to talk about. Because honestly, I don't really feel like doing any gaming videos anymore, in my opinion, so. I'll see you guys later. Subscribe, you know the rest. Anyways, laters. Also, by the way, you know what my real self looks like in particular, so that's how you know.